I'm gonna tell you another thing about anxiety. Like, I used to stutter way worse than what I stutter now. And I never understood why I stuttered. I just thought it was a family thing. It was just something I couldn't control because I grew up around it. You know what I mean? Some people just stuttered 10 times worse, but it was one of them things where my stuttering attacked my confidence and my self-esteem. And when I found out that my stuttering was linked to anxiety, I was like, so how do I stop it? And I didn't understand how. I was just like, for years, I was in therapy for it. The therapy didn't work. They was telling me to count my words, telling me to slow down, think about what I'm going to say before I say it. And all that only worked for maybe all but a couple of days. And then I'm back doing the same exact thing. So when I got a little bit older, and I say about 5 years ago, actually, maybe, 4 or 5 years back, I was reading this book, and it's called Max Out My Life, or Max Out Your Life by Ed Mylett or something. There's a part of that book where he talks about anxiety, and when I tell you, it changed every bit of how I controlled it. It was like, now I know how to control it to a point where if I know I'm about to stutter, I'm not going to allow that anxiety to overtake me, because then I'm going to have a whole stutter fest. I mean, it's just like, so when people say they have anxiety, the first thing I'll be wanting to tell them is what I dealt with it, how I dealt with it, and how I deal with it. Like,
but you play chess, right?
My uncle taught me when I was little. Yeah.
So you have a queen.
Mm-hmm.
Does your queen help you with your anxiety?
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, to be real, I help her with hers.
So, like, can you explain the first time you was like, yo, this my wife? Not, usually it be something like, she cooked that meal. No, I'm talking about, no, it's something like, yo, she's my wife.
I realized she was that epiphany I had was after our first child, after Caleb. I always knew she was my wife, but like the that's my wife was after our first child. And when I seen how she loved on our son the way my mother loved on me, and I think every man that looks for a wife looks for a piece of their mom too.